My dear child, listen carefully, because what I am about to say will not reach everyone, only those whose spirit has been chosen to hear this message. You have felt something heavy in your heart, haven't you? A strange silence that speaks louder than words. A memory that keeps returning in flashes, faces you thought were gone forever appearing again in your dreams. This is not random. Heaven has been watching, and tonight your name was mentioned again. Not on earth, but in a place where destinies are whispered and decisions are made. They took your name to the black car, and when they did, heaven started crying. You may not understand what that means yet, but keep listening, because the truth is deeper than you imagine. That black car is not just a car, it's a symbol. It represents what was hidden, what was buried, what was taken away in silence. When your name was spoken inside it, something in the unseen world shifted. The angels who guarded your path felt it, and they bowed their heads because they knew what was coming. Someone from your past, someone who once carried your heart, sat inside that car with trembling hands. They were haunted by the things they never confessed, by the words they buried deep inside their soul. They tried to move on, but your name kept echoing in their mind. They said it once more, softly, as if hoping heaven wouldn't hear. But heaven did, and heaven cried. Type 7777. If you feel chills right now, because your spirit recognizes this message. The person who took your name to the black car thought it would bring them peace, but it brought them a storm. They tried to silence what they did, to bury what they broke, but the truth cannot be buried when heaven has written it. That's why your nights have felt heavy lately. Why the air feels different when you think of them. Why certain songs suddenly hurt again. It's not nostalgia. It's a spiritual signal, a sign that the cycle is closing, and something hidden is about to be revealed. Type yes if you are ready for your breakthrough. The voice inside that car trembled as they said, "I wish I could tell them the truth." They didn't know angels were listening, recording every word not with machines, but with tears. Those tears became a message, and that message has now found you. My dear child, heaven is saying you did nothing wrong. They may have twisted your name, accused you in silence, or walked away pretending you were the reason, but heaven saw the truth. When they spoke your name in that car, they confessed more than they realized. They awakened a spiritual file that had been closed, and now justice has been activated. The energy you lost is being restored. The peace you begged for is returning. The pain that was hidden is about to be exposed to the light. Type 555 if you are ready for your restoration. The black car that once carried your name in darkness is now carrying your message of victory. What was meant to harm you will turn into your testimony. The same people who drove away in silence will watch as heaven lifts you higher. The tears you cried in secret are now the keys opening divine doors. Heaven cried that night not because you were weak, but because you were innocent. Every prayer you whispered, every night you asked, "Why did this happen to me?" Those words reached the throne of God, and now the answers are unfolding. The person in the black car is not your enemy. They are your mirror, a reflection of what happens when someone runs from truth. They tried to escape the voice of their own guilt, but the road they took led straight back to you. They thought they could outrun their actions, but you cannot hide from what heaven has witnessed. And so they were guided back, not by chance, but by divine design. Soon you will hear from them, maybe through a message, maybe through a sign, maybe through a dream that feels too real to ignore. And when you do, you'll know. This is that moment. The black car will appear again, not to harm, but to reveal. When it does, stay calm. Do not fear. Do not seek revenge. Just listen, because the final words they speak will free your spirit. Comment, Amen, if you receive this. The truth is, heaven has already turned your pain into purpose. The same betrayal that broke you has been transformed into strength. You were chosen to carry light through the darkness, to walk through storms others couldn't survive. That's why the attack came so strong, because your calling is powerful. The enemy thought breaking your heart would silence your purpose, but it only purified your spirit. Heaven allowed the car to come, allowed the tears to fall, because every tear was watering your next blessing. You are about to enter a divine reversal. Everything that was stolen, every word spoken against you, every lie that twisted your story is about to backfire. The black car that once symbolized loss will now symbolize return. They took your name there, but now heaven is taking your name higher. This is your confirmation. Type 111 if you believe. A voice from above is saying, "My child, I am rewriting your story. What left will return in truth. What broke will be restored in strength. You will see the purpose of every pain. Soon, the world will see your glow and wonder how you survived. But only you and heaven will know. The night they took your name, heaven cried. But heaven also planned your rise. Hold on a little longer. Miracles are already in motion. Before the week ends, you will receive a sign, maybe a name, a song, a sound of a car passing by that makes your heart race. When that happens, whisper, "I receive," because that's your signal, the moment your story turns. Type 777. If you can feel that this message was meant for you, do not let doubt steal this moment. What you hear, what you dream, what you feel, it's all aligning now. Heaven has remembered your name, and this time, it is not being taken to darkness. Listen, my dear child, because this part is important. The world saw your silence as weakness, but heaven saw it as obedience. You did not chase what left, you did not fight what betrayed you, and that's why heaven began to fight for you. The black car was the symbol of that silent war, the moment when truth and deception collided under the watch of unseen eyes. When they took your name there, they didn't realize they were stepping into divine territory. Every word spoken inside that car was recorded in the spirit. Heaven wept, not because you were defeated, but because heaven knew justice was awakening. You were crying on your bed while your name was being discussed in the dark, and heaven heard both sides, your pain and their intention. That's why the wind has changed lately. That's why you've been feeling a strange sense of closure without explanation. It's because your soul already knows what's coming. The season of confusion is ending. The truth will soon meet the light. Type 9999 if you're ready for the truth to be revealed. There are things you don't yet know. Hidden conversations, silent regrets, secret apologies never spoken. But heaven has seen it all. The same person who took your name to that car has been haunted by dreams, visions, and divine interruptions. Every time they try to forget you, something reminds them of you. A song, a smell, a time on the clock. These are not coincidences. These are divine echoes. They are being drawn back, not by guilt alone, but by divine correction. The universe has been rearranging itself to bring truth back into your life. The angels that cried that night are now rejoicing because your time of pain has expired. You are stepping into a season of exposure, not for revenge, but for revelation. Type 222 if you claim this confirmation. The next time you see a black car, don't fear. Take a breath and say, God, I understand. Because that car is no longer a symbol of darkness, it's a sign that heaven is near. You might feel goosebumps or a sudden calm. That's how your spirit confirms it. The one who took your name there might still be carrying guilt, but you carry grace. And grace always wins. You were never meant to fight in their battlefield because God already fought for you in His court. Every injustice that was done to you is being rewritten in divine ink. The season of hidden sorrow is over. The storm that was meant to destroy you actually purified your path. The black car was part of your purification, a painful but sacred chapter that birthed your purpose. Comment, "Yes, Lord," if you receive this. Heaven is saying, do not look back with bitterness. The story is not over yet. You will soon see why you had to lose certain people, why you had to cry certain tears, why you had to stand alone. The same people who drove away in that car will witness the glory that follows you now. They will remember the words they spoke, and they will realize you were the blessing they mishandled. God hid you for a reason. He covered you when they spoke against you. He blinded their eyes so they couldn't recognize your value. But now the covering is lifting. Those who mocked you will soon watch you shine. Those who doubted you will soon whisper your name again, but this time in awe. Type 333 if you feel this in your heart. My dear child, your story is shifting. The pain that once felt endless is now becoming your weapon of wisdom. Every scar is turning into a crown. Every delay is turning into divine timing. What they meant for harm is being rewritten into holy purpose. When heaven cried that night, the tears became promises, and those promises are being fulfilled now. You will rise quietly but powerfully. The very road that once led them away from you will now lead blessings toward you. That black car, once a symbol of endings, will become the sign of your beginning. The next time you see it, smile, because it means heaven has remembered your name. Type 888 if you believe this is your message. Comment, "I receive," if you're ready for your miracle. Because this is not a coincidence, it's confirmation. You were not forgotten. You were being prepared. Your silence was not ignored, it was sacred. The black car did not carry your defeat, it carried your prophecy. And that prophecy is unfolding now. Stay faithful, stay alert, and when the sign comes, don't doubt. Just know, heaven cried once, but now heaven is rejoicing for you. End message. You have survived the darkness. Now watch what happens when light finds you. Type 550. My dear child, the message is not done yet, because heaven wants you to understand how sacred this moment truly is. When they took your name to the black car, you felt something shift deep inside, even though you couldn't explain it. You felt sudden sadness for no reason, a strange pressure in your chest, or a heaviness in your dreams. That was your spirit reacting to what was being spoken in the unseen world. Every soul connection sends ripples through energy, and yours felt it because your name carries divine weight. You are not ordinary. You carry light, and light cannot be spoken against without consequence. The moment your name was whispered in that car, heaven dispatched angels to defend it. The same angels that cried that night are now standing guard around you. Every curse, every word, every dark thought sent your way has been returned to its sender. That's why certain people who once seemed strong are now falling silent, facing strange delays, or feeling lost. It's not coincidence. It's consequence. Heaven has intervened. Type 444 if you can feel this truth deep in your spirit. God says you are covered. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. The tears you cried were seen. The pain you endured became your anointing. The night they took your name, you were not destroyed. You were marked. Heaven marked you for restoration, for redemption, for renewal. And now the time has come. You are stepping into the season where everything hidden comes to light. The same people who once spoke against you will soon speak for you. The same voices that accused you will soon defend you. This is divine reversal in motion. Type 777 if you receive it. Heaven cried that night, but those tears watered the soil of your future. Every drop became a seed of blessing, and now the harvest is ready. You will see unexpected opportunities open, people apologizing, relationships realigning, and doors unlocking where there once were walls. Don't be afraid when the black car reappears. It is not a threat anymore, it's a sign. It's heaven's reminder that you have already won the battle. God says, what was meant to silence you will now amplify you. You may soon get a message, a call, or a dream where this person or situation returns. Do not answer with anger. Answer with peace, because peace will show that you have healed. And healing is your revenge. Type 222 if you choose peace over pain. Remember, you are no longer who you were when they left. The fire changed you. The tears strengthened you, and now the same darkness that tried to swallow you must witness your light. The black car may have carried secrets once, but now it carries your story, a story that ends in victory. You are walking into your divine comeback. The things you lost are finding their way back to you in better form. The people who hurt you are realizing who you truly were, and those who doubted your worth will see why heaven chose you. The storm was never punishment, it was preparation. The silence was never absence, it was alignment. The delay was never denial, it was divine timing. Heaven knew that before you could step into your destiny, you had to release the pain. And now that you have, your blessing is being released. Type 1111 if you're ready for your new chapter. The black car was not the end of your story. It was the beginning of your awakening. That moment was written in your destiny to show you who you are and who is truly for you. You are not defined by those who left. You are defined by the one who stayed. God never left your side. Even when you felt abandoned, his angels were watching. Even when you thought no one cared, heaven was fighting battles you couldn't see. The tears you cried in silence were collected, and each one became a key. Those keys are now unlocking blessings. You will soon see favor where you once saw rejection, light where you once saw darkness, peace where there was pain. Type 999 if you are claiming your peace. Listen closely. In the coming days, you will notice signs, repeated numbers, flashes of light, familiar songs, or dreams that replay old moments. Do not ignore them. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven is showing you that restoration has begun. The person who took your name to the black car is being moved by guilt, yes, but also by divine calling. They may not even understand why they feel drawn back, but heaven does. This time their return is not for closure, it's for correction. What was broken must be spoken. What was hidden must be revealed. You will not chase it. It will come to you. You will not beg for peace. Peace will find you. You will not fight for truth. Truth will rise by itself. This is the power of divine justice. And when that day comes, when you see the sign, remember this message. Smile, breathe, and say quietly, "Heaven remembered my name." Because that's what this entire journey was about. Heaven's remembrance. You are never forgotten, only hidden for the right time. And that time is now. The black car was not the end. It was the prophecy that announced your new beginning. End message. My dear child, heaven cried once, but now heaven celebrates you. The story that began in darkness will end in light. The pain that once defined you will now refine you. You are free, you are chosen, you are loved. Type 555 if this message touched your soul. Comment, "I receive it," if you know this was meant for you. Your new chapter begins now, and this time, heaven drives the car.